Motherfucker. Oh, it's done already?
Power of video editing, Junior.
Today we are talking about Halloween! There's not really a main point to this video. It's just sort of gonna be me talking about how my Halloween went and maybe a story. And if you're wondering why I dressed up as the Aura Man from Johnny Bravo's Abnormal Escapade, it's purely so I can make people at school hate me. And also, so that people who do not know what anime is can ask me what this is, and then I have to explain to them the Joestar bloodline 5,000 times. And then they get the wrong impression of a typical weeb and assume that all anime is trash. Please, for the love of Dio, if you are the parent of a teenage child, force them to watch Mob Psycho 100. It's actually educational for young growing minds. I know, because it has cured my depression. Anyways, on to like how my Halloween went. So basically, I didn't go trick-or-treating. And the reasoning for this is because, see, my school has this weird thing where it's like they kind of replace Halloween a bit. They have this thing where they invite the children that go to the school to this thing that the the older students put together, called like, well, we don't have a name for it, but it's just sort of there. It's kind of like we have these weird little mini games in these booths, and then depending on, I don't know how good the children do, they get pieces of candy from that. Anyways, I wanted to do face painting because of, you know, artists, but they didn't let me because I'm a guy, and apparently that's bad.
ミルクと砂糖も入れてくんない。
ミルクと砂糖ね。
They didn't let me do it last year either. Like, I still don't really understand it, but okay. I mean, only 2 out of the 4 girls doing the face painting are actually really could be considered artists. No shade at the other 2. It's just that, like, it'd probably be more helpful if you had the like people who are really good at drawing doing it, but it's fine. You know, I didn't care about it too much. It's just, you know, their loss, not mine. Anyways, I ended up staying there till like really late, and so I also promised these friends I would go trick-or-treating with them. I ended up being a little late, so they went ahead and went without me, so I didn't get to actually go trick-or-treating. I just went ahead and stayed at their house. We hang out. We watched a movie, actually. The Little Mermaid 2, which I had never heard of. I knew that there was like Disney sequels that weren't like very mainstream. They were kind of just like direct-to-DVD stuff. But like I had never actually heard of The Little Mermaid 2. So I mean that was interesting.
What would you do if there was a child right in front of you?
Your precious granddaughter will be shark chow!
Yeah, so basically instead of getting the candy myself, I leached off of others, which is how I run my YouTube channel. So anyways, let's get into the story! Hang on, let me just... There we go. So it was the year of 1969, where I was probably about the age of how many likes this video will get, 6, and I decided to go as SpongeBob, which meant I put a big yellow paper bag with eye holes over my head. Okay, I'm sorry, this animation thing isn't gonna work.
Power of video editing, Junior.
Anyways, I walked by this one house, and I don't really remember what it was. I think it was like some skeleton puppet on like the stage thing. Anyways, the guy said something about SpongeBob, right? Which is what I dressed up as. And then I started crying. So then I ran away, and then the guy was like, "No, SpongeBob, come back." He was like speaking in a pirate accent. He's like, "No, SpongeBob, come back." Another story. It was a few days before Halloween, different year. And when my mom took me to drop something off at a friend's house, or something. I don't remember why I was there. But, and keep this in mind, this friend that I had was actually my childhood crush at the time. So, shout out to you. Am I allowed to say her name? And also, her dad was, like, kind of psychopathic. Not literally, that's just what I thought of him at the age. Except, I think he's in jail currently. Probably because he watched one of my videos and went on a murderous rampage. So when we drive up, I see the most horrifying thing. Halloween decorations. And, you know, I was a pretty stupid child, right? So seeing a whole bunch of skeletons and dead people, probably wasn't the thing I should have been seeing at the time. So I decided to put my long, everlasting love aside and hide in the car. And I knew it was fake, but I still kept hidden from all the decorations. I don't know why. I think it was just because, you know, no matter how fake it was, it still looked gruesome and I didn't want to look at it. See, the real reason I was hiding is because I didn't want to show my expression of fear and have Miyamoto use Enigma on me. Yes! Now my costume is related to the video. Anyways, that's it. Be sure to aura that like button and mudamada that subscribe button. And check out my manga written by Rohan and you know, just I can't think of any more JoJo references. I'm sorry, this hat's distracting me. You got my hair too? Who was it? Who was it that made me dress up in this ridiculous outfit? I know exactly who it was.
てめえのつけば金では払えねえぜ。